Okay, I have a couple quick project shares that I want to go through with you today. This first one is a card that I made my husband, and Bona, who is Live, Love, Scrap, did a quick tutorial on this just before Christmas. And it's a card that's a ton of fun to make, and so of course I had to do it. And I used the Winter in the Woods stack, which I had to search all over to find this. I finally found it at Joann's, and then when I found it, it was 70% off, which was awesome. So you open this card, it's sort of like a pop-up card. So it goes like this, and then basically just flip through. And I used a lot of the cutouts that are in the stack, as well as some pictures that I took during the month of December that meant something to us, like our golden retriever, and pecan pie that I made my husband. And this is the Christmas tree in our city. Picture of my husband and the dog, and then my husband and the dog. And then on this last section here, I wrote a card, and then I tucked in a gift card here. And it made for a really nice gift, certainly something that he'll remember. He keeps it in his office because he likes looking at it. So that was great. The other thing I wanted to share with you is I'm involved in a swap with Crazy Island Family. It's a ticket swap embellishments for January that Gina Ahrens is hosting. And I had never made these before, but wow, I'm going to continue to make them because they're a ton of fun. You can use them in your journals. You can put them anywhere, really. And very easy to make. I used cardstock, just designer cardstock, so not thin paper, but you know the cardstock. And then you cut this an inch wide, and then you score every 2 inches. Just use it on my scoreboard. And then to get the circle, you can use a crocodile if you have one of those. I used this. It's a Recollections punch. And you just go halfway in and then just punch. And it's really simple. You could also use a hand punch like this, which I started with, but I found this one was a little easier. And then you start decorating. And I used all kinds of media. I'll get in here a little bit closer so you can see. I used rub-ons, I used punchinella, napkins, stamps. And what I did was, once I had a design that I liked, I pretty much kept the whole design just for all 5. So how this works is you have 5 partners and you make 3 different types of tickets. So that was that. Then this is the Valentine's theme one that I decided I'd do. And again, designer paper. Very simple. I used some napkin on this. I had some dry chalk that I just went over with this. And then I punched out some hearts on the back. I wanted red, so I just put that behind, and then I left one open heart for just, be interesting whatever you put this on. And then this is kind of a vintage ticket. And again, I used the same thing. I used a napkin, and I collaged, and I stamped, pretty much the same. And then I went over the whole thing. I didn't want to use, I didn't want a big shine on it, so I didn't want to use glossy accents. So I used this, and Deli Girl, I think is her name, D-E-L-Y Girl, went over this several weeks ago, and it really gives this a nice finish. It brightens the colors, it serves as a sealer, and even though it says gloss, you can see that it's not really too awfully glossy. So I'm really pleased with it. So that's that. And then to package them, I decided that I would use, this is parchment paper that I use for my, when I dye my journal sheets, journal papers, and I love the sound of it. I just love it. So I cut those up into squares. I made 5 of them, made little envelopes, and then I'm going to package them like this. And I've got all 3 sets in here, and then I'll put this in another envelope and mail it. I loved how it turned out. And then this is just, when I was playing around with different things, I used this paper, and I really like it. And then I thought, well, I'll just put it on here and let somebody decide if they want embellishment. So I'll just stick that in there as a little extra. So anyway, it turned out great. I love it, and I wanted to share with you. Thanks for watching.